The IdeaTab Pro Gen 2 from Lenovo is now available, and it does seem like a nice upgrade over the previous version in most categories, but should you save your money and go with something even more affordable like the new ON 13-inch Tablet Pro from Walmart? Well, let's talk about it. If there's something you want to see or two tablets that you haven't seen a comparison for, leave a comment down below and I'll try to add that to the list. Lenovo's new tablet normally starts at $499, but you can save at least $150 with the ON tablet at only $288, and you actually get double the storage with the ON tablet at 256 gigabytes versus 128 for Lenovo. Also nice that both of these include a folio style case, so you may not even have to look for an extra case regardless of which tablet you go with, and that's something you don't normally see with most tablets. Both of these tablets also use a micro SD card to expand the storage, which is always nice to see. Both of these tablets have a nice and large IPS LCD display at 13 inches for Lenovo versus 13.2 inches for the ON tablet. Resolution is higher on the IdeaTab Pro at 3540 by 2190 versus 2400 by 1600. The IdeaTab Pro is also a little brighter, normally at 600 nits versus about 500 nits for the ON tablet, and then up to 144 Hz refresh rate for Lenovo versus 120 Hz for Walmart. The aspect ratios are a little bit different. The ON tablet's actually closer to what you would see on an iPad Pro, where it's a little bit taller. Lenovo's a little bit more widescreen. So not a huge surprise, but obviously the more expensive Lenovo tablet has better screen quality, but I've got to say, I don't think it's quite as big of a difference as you would expect, considering the price for the Walmart tablet. When it comes to battery life, I ran the same battery drain test at 100% screen brightness on both of these. The Walmart tablet actually lasted about 1 hour longer at 6.5 hours versus 5.5 for Lenovo. But also keep in mind, Lenovo's screen is a little brighter. I think once you turn that down, it's going to be very similar battery life between these two. One big advantage for Lenovo is it has up to 45 watt fast charging, where Walmart doesn't even mention what their charging speed is. I'm guessing around 15 to 20 watts at the most. You can definitely tell it takes quite a bit longer to charge back up. So just something to keep in mind. Now, as far as software goes, both of these are on Android 16. There are some similarities, like they have the taskbar down at the bottom, but they definitely do things a little bit different. With the Walmart tablet, it's about as close as you can get to stock Android, where Lenovo has their own ZUI 18 skin on top of Android, so it's going to look a little different, and it does have a few extras like desk mode, which used to be called PC mode. It's very similar to Samsung DeX, where it feels more like a regular desktop or laptop. It also has Google Entertainment Space left of the home screen versus the Google Discover newsfeed. I do like it on Lenovo tablets, where you can turn the volume down up in your shortcuts, where you don't have that option with the Walmart tablet. Unfortunately, you don't get a fingerprint scanner on either one of these. You do have face unlock on both though. So just a few differences here and there, but obviously some of this will come down to personal preference. Another advantage with Lenovo is you've got video out. If you want to use an HDMI adapter to connect to a projector, TV, or external monitor, where you don't get that with the ON tablet, but it does have an extend display mode where you can use the tablet as a second monitor for your laptop or desktop PC. You've got USI 2.0 pen support for the ON tablet. Nice thing is both of these have a pen included, which is always nice if you want to draw, take notes, or just move around the software. You do get a slight advantage on software updates for Lenovo at 4 years of security updates versus only 3 years with the ON tablet, and then 2 years of major software updates on Lenovo versus only 1 year for the Walmart tablet. So just something to keep in mind as well. Now when it comes to performance, not a huge surprise, but the more expensive Lenovo IdeaTab Pro is going to have better performance, even though both of these tablets start with 8 gigabytes of RAM. You've got the Snapdragon 8S Gen 4 processor in the Lenovo tablet versus MediaTek 8775V or Dimensity 7300 for the Walmart tablet. And you can see here by the benchmark results, Lenovo is quite a bit more powerful. It's also quite a bit better in GPU performance as well. well. But I've got to say, the On tablet actually does a pretty nice job just moving around the software, doing some multitasking, or even playing some games as well. I think the performance is plenty good enough on the Walmart tablet, especially considering the price. Obviously, it may come down to what types of stuff you'll be doing with your tablet, but if you want the more powerful tablet, you'll want to go with Lenovo. I think the speakers are nice and loud on both of these. However, when you turn it all the way up on the Walmart tablet, it's actually sort of a piercing noise. Definitely not quite as nice of sound quality that you get on Lenovo. But here's a quick sample of each, just to give you an idea of how they sound.
But I know you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. Hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. As you fade away.
When it comes to cameras, you've got a 13 megapixel on the back, 8 megapixel on the front for both tablets, and you can record up to 4K resolution on both of these as well, so that's good to see. I'll give you a few quick samples of photo and video just so you can see how these two compare. So hopefully this gave you a little closer look at these two larger 13-inch tablets. I think even though Lenovo is going to win in pretty much every category, the Walmart tablet actually is a lot better than you would expect, especially considering the price. I think if you just want a large tablet that does a lot of the basic stuff right and it has pen support, the Walmart tablet is probably going to be plenty good enough for most people, especially if this is going to be your first tablet. It may also come down to if you think the extra features on the new Lenovo tablet are worth the extra money. If you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff that I'm working on as usual, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.